So just as a disclaimer, you're all going to have to bear with me a little bit. This is my first tutorial that I've ever done, and it is for a specific purpose and a specific person. So if it seems a little specialized, that's why. Now, I'm going to be walking you through live streaming on YouTube kind of as a whole and how to get started with that. But also, if you're looking to be able to live broadcast something after the fact, then this video is for you, because it'll basically be of something you already recorded and you're now wanting to live broadcast it for purposes for your audience, to help get that engagement going, different things like that. Also, if you are in a spot where you're recording that you don't have internet, this could be a great way to fix that and be somewhere that you have internet later on and be able to upload it and have it be live broadcasted. So that being said, we're here on YouTube, and that's where we're going to do our live broadcast. If you go to my channel and you go to Video Manager, from there you want to make sure, I know it's tempting to click on the live streaming, but we don't want to go there quite yet unless you already have live streaming enabled for your channel. So you want to go down to Channel, and you want to scroll down to Live Streaming. You want to make sure this is enabled. If it's not enabled, then you will not be able to live stream. You are only able to enable the live streaming, I believe, if you have 100 plus subscribers. So you want to make sure that you're able to do that. Otherwise you won't be able to live broadcast. So from this page, you'll have it enabled. Once you have it enabled, then you can go up to the live streaming. Once you're at live streaming, it may be tempting to do this stream now, and you can do it, but you lose a lot of the functionality that you would have if you scheduled an event. And if you schedule an event, you can also share it with your fan base prior to broadcasting it. So you can go to schedule a new event. I'm going to label it testing. So we have it, and it's marked as public right now, but we're going to put it as private since we don't want anybody to see this test stream while we're just learning how to use it. So then we click Create Event. Okay, after the Create Event page, it brings us to this little page where it's a integration settings, it calls it. And you have basic integration, and what I recommend, unless you're somewhere where you have great internet upload speeds, I would suggest doing 720p. From there, this pops up asking you to select your encoder. So for this case and the case that you may be using, we're going to choose to download and install Wirecast for YouTube. It's absolutely free. There are paid versions which are better. The free version, they put their watermark on it. Otherwise, you can get the free version for $10, and that'll take out the watermark. From here, you'll go to download if you're just going to do the free version, and you put in your information. From there, you'll do send my download link. Now, I believe they send you a link to your email, but it should also pop up with a link right away to download it from this page. So once you have Wirecast installed and downloaded onto your computer, you'll see this icon. This is for Wirecast, that's for your streaming. And think of Wirecast as kind of like part of your control room. YouTube has its control room also, but this control room puts it onto YouTube from your computer. So we'll open up Wirecast. Okay, so now we have Wirecast open, and if you see in the lower left hand corner of the preview screen, it does say powered by Wirecast. That's the watermark that I was telling you about earlier, and that will be there unless you pay for the $10 to get it removed, which I'm going to be doing shortly. But for now, we'll just leave it, and we're going to go to Output right up top here, Output, and we're going to click on Output Settings. So these settings are going to be where you're going to send the signal to. It pops up kind of automatically like this for YouTube. Okay, so then what we're going to have to do is authenticate our username. So you click authenticate, and then it'll come up here, and you'll click on the YouTube channel or the Google account that your channel is associated with. In this case, it's Midwest Rodeos. And you want it to manage your YouTube account? Allow. Okay, so now we are signed into our channel on the output settings. So you can notice here, this name doesn't really mean too much. It's more so for if you're wanting to record your live broadcast to your computer, but we're not going to worry about that. The encoding, if you remember on YouTube, we selected the 720p, so you want to go to the YouTube 720p. And from there, we have the event. We created an event, and there it is, testing. And it says the time and the date that the event is set up for. In this case, 11 p.m., which it's 11 p.m. now. So from there, you can automatically start your event at that time, but I like to physically set it up myself. So from there, we can hit OK. So now we're all set to go to start streaming when we are ready to. And for this tutorial, like I said, we're going to use it for live broadcasting something that we've already recorded. So how you do that, you go to this little channel, if you will. So how you do that, you go to this spot here, and you go to the lower right hand corner where it says File. You click on File, and it says Add Video Shot. Now we're going to be adding a video, so that's what we're going to click on. And then it goes to your videos. And I have my streams and all sorts of different things I've recorded. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go down to my external hard drive where I have some videos that I've made. Alright, and from there you can just pick a video, pick the video that you would like to live broadcast. For me, I'm just going to use this Wojo Rodeo Finals event that I videotaped. And you just click on the event and hit open, and then it'll put it right down here. So now it's all set to go for when we're ready to play it. And you can preview it just by doing this and clicking over. You can see it playing right over here. There's my video header that I had at the time. And then it goes into the video. Okay, so and then you can just click away to the blank shot here. So now you know that you have the video there and you're all set to go. So now that we have the video queued up that we want to live broadcast, so now that we have that video queued up, we can go back to our YouTube where we left it and we ended up getting this encoder. So we're all set there. So it's selected, we have it. Now we can click Save Changes, and it says that your event has been saved successfully. From there you can do other settings. You can go back and play around with all the settings, but we're going to go to the live control room. So if you can see, it says we're not receiving any data from your encoder. Well, that's because we haven't sent it to YouTube yet by clicking the stream button. And it also says this event cannot be featured because it's private. Well, that's just because we're doing it in private so that everybody and their brother does not see our testing video. So from there we're going to go back to our encoder, and I like to make it smaller and then make my browser smaller so that it can be more of a side-by-side kind of deal here. You can extend them up. Alright, so now that we have that, if you go over to your Wirecast side, you see the stream button. You can also record it, but we're just going to stream this. And then you want to wait to start streaming anything, because it's now sending the signal over to YouTube, and it can take a few minutes to do. Alright, so now it's saying that it is receiving good signal, and the health is good. So now we can go over to preview and then start streaming, and you can hit OK. Alright, so now when this comes up, it means you are live. You are streaming, and when you're not doing a private event, people can see you live, or whatever you have going through your Wirecast, they can see live. So if you're not ready to start your broadcast immediately after pressing that, it can be good to have like a file up in a picture form. So you can click on the file, add a picture, and if you have a picture of your logo or whatever, like I have this one, you can switch to that, and then you have your logo up there for people to watch. So now let's say we're ready to switch over to the video we want to live broadcast. You just click over to it and you let it play, and it has the audio going from it. I am going to shut my audio off for the time being. So this video is now live broadcasting on YouTube. And how can I see that? By clicking here. It does have a good 30 seconds to a minute lag, and that's alright. So this is exactly what you came here for this tutorial for, is to be able to play these clips over your live broadcast. So let's say the video ends and you cut over back to your logo here, or maybe you have another graphic that says thanks for watching, or maybe when the stream will be back up for them to watch other things, maybe a teaser you'll have up here for another event you have coming up, or whatever the case may be. So when you're all done streaming, what I'll do is I'll go to the YouTube first and click stop streaming. It'll ask if you're sure. You can say yes. Then from there I'll go over to the Wirecast and hit the stream button again to end the stream. On your YouTube side, it'll show you, okay, we streamed for 3 minutes and 38 seconds. The average view time was 30 seconds. It'll tell you how many hours, and it'll tell you your peak current. So basically at any given point it'll say the most people that you had watching your stream at one time. And the cool thing is you can integrate chats, you can integrate a lot of different things into this, but we're not going to go into all that because this is just a brief tutorial. Like I said, the main purpose for this tutorial was I'm helping a friend out that wants to be able to do this for an event that he has going on. But I figured I could share it with the rest of you to help if any of you are confused on how to do any of this. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to voice them. And if you like that video, please give it a big thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe to our channel. If this tutorial goes well, I will think about doing some more tutorials on live broadcasting, or maybe some video editing if you guys have any questions with that. If you're wondering about audio issues or anything, right now I'm actually using a external audio recorder to record the audio for this tutorial. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to just drop them in the comments below, and I will see you next time.